Hey everybody, it is none other than your girl, the Hidden Lovr, man. And I was sitting in the park and it's just so lovely out here. I decided to hop on and do a quick goddess thoughts before my full goddess thoughts tomorrow. So yes, before I even get started into what I'm thinking about right now, and while I'm waiting for a few people to hop on, hopefully, what I'm thinking about right now is, nope, I said I was going to do the topic first. Let me follow the course. The topic for tomorrow for Goddess Thoughts Live for my full podcast tomorrow is going to be about presence. So I'm going to be talking about presence and being in the present and my journey in the presence and some of the other thoughts and people that I've spoken to and kind of got their opinions on, and I'm going to share it. And most definitely anybody that want to jump on a live, let me know. I'll pull you up, I'll pull you in. But yeah, that's going to be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Goddess Thoughts back in New Year 2026. You know what I'm saying? So we starting it over. Brand new year, a whole nother episode. So now to what I'm thinking about today. And today my thoughts is not looking back and not going back. And the reason I'm going to say that, it's like, I remember this old Chinese proverb. I like old Chinese proverbs. I have no idea why I like old Chinese proverbs, but I like old Chinese proverbs. And this one particular one is like, when you get on the wrong train, how long before you get off and turn around? Or how long before you're going to keep riding and making the situation worse? And that's what I mean about sometimes just not going back. Sometimes we go back to situations that we had already got off that doggone train, and we turned around and went back and got on that train and went right back in the wrong direction. There's so many lessons we have to learn and so many things we go through in life, and it's always learning and it's always growing. And it's like, people come back around in your life for different reasons. We never know, whether it's a friend, a family, a ex, no matter what. There's cycles in life where people just come back around. And sometimes we get caught in the nostalgia, or you miss them, or just the thought, or even just, hey, have they changed, or, different things. And a lot of times these people are just coming back around in your life. They're tests. And distractions sometimes, or distractions. Sometimes people just come back to be a distraction. Sometimes people just come back because now they see you're in a better place. Sometimes people are sent back to test to see if you really are going to stay true to what you made the agreement with the God, with the Most High. When you was praying and said, get me out of this situation, please get me out of this situation. Then you were delivered, and they bring it back and say, see, are you really going to stay out of this situation? Are you really going to walk away? Have you learned your lesson yet? Some of us do, some of us don't. And and I'm really talking about this specifically with friends. But it really applies to everything. Sometimes some friends only come back with the intention to distract you. Sometimes only friends come back with the intention to see if you can pull the same tricks they did before. They haven't changed, and sometimes we have to let those things go. And also, too, another thing about letting certain people and certain individuals go and not necessarily looking back is understanding your frequency and understanding where you're going and where you're vibrating. You can let people go with love. You don't have to be nasty. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be mean. But you can let people go with love when you understand right now where I'm going is not where you're going. It don't make me better. It don't make you better. It just make us on different paths, different routes. We're going in different directions. There's nothing more than that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, too, we're weighted down. Like, you're supposed to be going to the next level, and you don't realize the reasons why you can't make that next step. You can't take that next step up your pyramid, or you can't fly up to the mountain peak, is because you got chains of people holding you where you are because you just won't let them go. And sometimes we don't even know why. Sometimes I know for a fact, I'm speaking for me, I have had people around me, I really don't even know why they're around. They bring no peace to my life, or they don't bring a reciprocality, because some people are takers, some people are givers. And understand, takers in your life, all they do is take, and they will take and take and take. Some people give, and I remember having a conversation earlier with my friend. We was talking about something different, but we was kind of talking about some people just their goal in life is just to take, and some people goal in life to live. And in understanding, if you're on either side of those and you don't have that balance, you know, the balance in life is for you to understand, for givers you got to ask for help, and for takers you have to give help. And that's just a side note. That was just kind of something I was thinking about. But understand, some people, the reciprocality, sometimes it's just time to let go because the reciprocality is not there. Sometimes you just need time to yourself. You know, sometimes it could be that, and that might only be a week or two. It could be a month. It just depends, because a lot of times as we're shedding, and I know a lot of people who went through 2025 like beat and whooped a lot of us. Like, it really did. And it was a shedding year. 2025 was a shedding year, if for those who understand. And when you're shedding, and you're growing and you're transforming, you're going through literally your own death. You're going through your own transformation. You're going through your own rebirth, because like as old parts of yourself die, new parts of the new part emerges. And there's a grieving process for grieving the old part of yourself, the old things that you have to let go for you to keep growing and elevating. And sometimes that does take isolation. But also, sometimes when you come out of that and you're in that new skin or that new energy, you see different, you think different, you feel different. And sometimes what you see, you couldn't see before. Sometimes it's unsettling, but that clarity is there. And when you understand that clarity, that in that moment you have that decision to make. And you can do it with love, and it don't have to be forever. But sometimes we have to understand we got to get off that train and move back the other way, and go back the other way. And sometimes that includes people in our life. We have to let some people go so we can keep going. And I guess that's kind of my thoughts for today. I mean, I just jumped on here because that's what I was literally sitting here thinking about, and I wanted to share it. So again, I will see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. on my live Goddess Thoughts, and we will be talking about presence. I love you, and I love everybody who comes on, who supports me, who comments, who jumps in. I appreciate it so much, man. Like, because without you guys, I mean, I wouldn't have a Goddess Thoughts. I guess I'd just be talking because I love to talk. But as I always say, love and light, man. Like I say, I always got a few things I'm working on. February 14th, poetry book release event. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be making more announcements soon, but that is going to be February 14th, Empress of the Soul, A Journey Through Verse and Spirit. And it's by your girl, me, the Hidden Lovr, my first book. I'm so excited. I can't believe I actually wrote a book. I wasn't trying to, and it just came about, and it became a poetry book. 7 chapters, 164 pages of my heart and soul, and I walked through my life. So y'all definitely tap in with me soon. Love you. Always love and light. Y'all have a wonderful day.